Hello, hello, hello. So, welcome to another episode of Taisha's Thoughts. So, today I wanted to kind of shed some light on mental health, the black community, and generational curses. Big topics, I know. And so, first off, I come from a black household, of course. Um, and I know I was taught in my household to mind the business that pays you. Don't be no crybaby. Don't be no snitch. Don't tell whatever's going on in this household, stay in this household. Ain't nobody business. I was also taught, I said, once again, don't be no crybaby. Keep it to yourself. Um, Tough it up, suck it up. Crying ain't gonna get you nowhere. Um, Keep pushing through. Do what you have to do. Don't ask for help. Once again, don't tell all your business. All those different kind of things. Um, and I'm not saying that it don't make you tough, but I feel like the issue is that it doesn't make you vulnerable or open to help. Because I'm gonna tell you something, and like I always say, life can be straight up disrespectful. Now, for me and my own personal journey, when I didn't give a damn, I felt like life was a little bit more simpler. But I feel like the moment that I really started to get more grounded and more connected, really trying to be, a better person, what I'm saying? Because I have a daughter, to lead by example, um, to be more closer to God, to get this here in check and this here in check. Baby, the attack has been heavy and straight up disrespectful. The devil knows when you are trying to do your best and to live a better life that is not only pleasing to God, but pleasing to yourself as a person, because of course you want to grow and you want to elevate. But especially for us black folks, when we grew up on those things that I spoke upon just not too long ago, and on top of that, we carry a lot of generational curses and baggage. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but I do come from both sides of the family dealing with sexual abuse, substance abuse issues, mental health, the whole shebang. It runs deep on both sides, and especially my mother's side of the family. My mom been through a lot of traumatic experiences. I'm not gonna put everything out there because, out of respect for my mother, Lord rest her soul, I'm just not gonna. There's certain things I'm just not gonna speak upon. But her mother went through a lot of traumatic things, and it's just been brought down the line. And unfortunately, like I said to myself, I've experienced a lot of things that no girl shouldn't, but that's that generational curses, and it ties definitely into mental health by not healing from things or speaking upon things for you to get the help and stuff that you need. Um, because we were taught to always just be so strong and keep going, and definitely especially as women and men too, because in the black culture men can't be no punks. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to make sure you provide for your family, take care of your kids. You can't be no crybaby. A man can't be no crybaby. You can't share your feelings. You just gotta suck that up. I think all that is stupid. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. We are all human beings at the end of the day, and everybody's walk through life is different. Some people have it easier than others. But no one is against no trials or tribulations in this world. In the Bible, it says that the rain falls on the just and the unjust. So no matter how good of a person you are or bad of a person you are, no matter what area or what level you are at in life, you're going to go through things and you're going to have issues, because nobody is perfect. We are all simply perfectly imperfect human beings. Now, yes, the Bible, and this is my belief as a Christian, yes, the Bible has everything played out, so how you're supposed to handle situations, how you're supposed to live life. But it's not always just that simple, picking up the Bible and praying, even though I believe in God and I love God wholeheartedly. But life can be cruel. And when you come from a black household, and this could go out to other people, like Spanish households, whoever, like this is applicable to anybody. I'm just trying to tailor it specifically towards my background and the background of other African Americans, but anybody, period, if you've ever been through this, is the fact that we learn at such an early age to not to disconnect with our feelings and to just keep going, that we do a disservice to ourselves, because it really truly all starts within here. And if this ain't corrected, it messes up other things. It can interfere with your health, which is why I'm going through what I'm going through now. It can interfere in your relationships. It can interfere with your own personal well-being. It's just so many different levels. It just opens up a Pandora's box, if you will. And it is just very important to get this together. This too, but definitely this. And like I said, I grew up in a household to where, like I said, I shared in a video previously before, and this was indirect anger. But when I did come to my mom and express to her about what was going on when I was 7 years old, she went off on me. That taught me at 7 that I can't come to nobody about anything. But when my mom passed is when I found out that she was so upset about what happened to me that she took it upon herself to go about things in a way that she could have been locked up for life for this, for a pretty long time, taking away her kids. But I didn't know to what extent that my mom went through until after she passed. At that time, I just thought that she didn't care. But her anger was indirect. I know now, looking back on it, she felt like that she probably failed me, and that was just her first reaction, was to go off. But from the traumatic, my mom has been through a lot of traumatic experiences in life, and because she never got the proper healing or took care of herself the way that she should, the only way that she knew what to give me is from what that she was given. And I get it now, because it really is true that hurt people hurt people. But the reason why that I share that and I express that is the fact that me as a black woman, I have to understand that at some point the generational curses have to stop, and they did stop with me. I genuinely feel like my purpose being in life, which it took me just up until recently for me to really receive it, is that I was born to teach a new generation a different way. My daughter is not going to ever experience the things that I've been through, my mother been through, her mother been through, and so forth and so forth. Layla, and I speak this into existence, my child will bring forth a generation that will know none of those ugly things that have played in our family for generations at a time. Her generation is going to know totally different. Now, I'm not saying that her generation of family is not going to have their trials, tribulations, but it won't be, and I put that, and God knows I'm serious about that. It will be nothing as deep as for what I've been through, my mom been through, her mom been through, and so forth and so forth. It's a lot. And I think it is the most ignorant thing to teach your kids, grandkids or whatever, that they can't turn to nothing or to nobody if they need help. That they have to suck it up and do what they're supposed to do. You're setting you're setting your children up for failure, because you're teaching them that being vulnerable is weak, that needing help is weak. And that's a problem I have now. Even in my adulthood, it is hard for me. Now, work-wise, I ask for help all day, every day. Why? Because I don't want to be responsible for tearing no stuff up, because you ain't gonna catch me in no email. The devil is a lie. Okay? But in my own personal life, I struggle with asking for help. with everything. And anybody that know me, if I'm asking you for help, I have exhausted all resources and to the best that I can do, and that's why I'm coming for help. But if it's my choice, I won't ask for it. But that's that mentality, or having to carry all that weight on your back from what that you've been through. You know, people might say that you crazy for having a therapist, but I say you crazy if you don't have one. And that's only if you're ready or if you're open to the idea. But whatever that you need to do to take care of yourself, especially in here, and that it's in a positive way that will better your life, do so. Don't. I think it is so dumb that a lot of black people and a lot of minorities and my white people out here, shout out to y'all too. No discrimination, cause Taisha care for them all. I don't discriminate. It is so stupid to be sitting here walking around here with carrying so much heaviness over you in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul, because I know how that is. I still go through it. You know, I am not a picture perfect of what that you should be. I just know from what I've been through that it was very naive of me to think that because I can't bear on the weight of everything that makes me weak. No, it makes you human, and you can't take on everything. You can't carry everything on your back. And especially also if you're a mother. Lord, it's a different thing. You know, when my mom passed, I didn't take no time off of work. I think I really did a disservice to myself. I kept going, but I was breaking down while I was still going. And a lot of us do that. We could break down, hole in the bathroom, boo-hoo, crying. Don't cry the river, but come out, I'm good. Ha, let me joke around. Like I'm not going through all this mental anguish and heartache and frustration. But I'm going to joke around. I'm going to do what I need to do. And then when I get to myself, it all weighs down on me. And my head and my heart feels so heavy. And that I don't even know a lot of days how I'm going to move forward. But I live to see another day. I get up out that bed. I go make this money. I provide. I do what I need to do to take care of me and mine. But so much be weighing on you. Sometimes it's just like the days being a blur because there's so much heaviness on you, on your soul. Like, you ever feel like, damn, I'm so young to be so damn tired all the time? Like, damn, like, this can't be life. You know, like, you know, I know the Lord said that he give his toughest fight to his strongest soldiers, but baby, I ain't David. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lord, you got the right one? Because I don't know. I understand. Because I'm in the same boat. But I just want people to understand that you don't have to sit there and struggle in silence. Because you're slowly but surely, you're killing yourself in different ways. Even if you may not think that it doesn't affect you. I'm going to tell you. I'll get deep. My hair fell out really bad. Coming out in clumps. I'm dealing with health issues now as we speak. You know, I can make it look good. You know, my mama taught me that. And all her kids. We know how to make this stuff look good. And a lot of us in the black community, we know how to make it look good. We know how to make it look easy. But why are we flexing like it's easy? It's not. Because even if you're making it look easy, it's gonna come out in different ways. Okay? It will. The best thing that honestly you could ever do for you is really take care of you from the inside and out. Not just about what you look like, what you got going on, but this and this has to be intact. Because if it's not, it's gonna mess you up. If you're dealing with mental health, you've been through things in your childhood, which are unfortunate in our black community, we like to be silent about the bad things, like if you've been raped, molested, abused, want to, we're taught to sweep things under the rug. But that stuff is very detrimental to you if you don't take care of it. And for me, it led up to me living a life of strife and bitterness and unforgiveness. And like I was honest in my first video that I did after my mom passed, it really showed me that I have a lot of growing to do, and I really need to get myself together, because within that strife and all those and the built up bad emotions that I had, it cost me a lot of time with my mom that time I cannot get back. So like I mentioned, not only was I trying my best to go through grief and trying to even understand like why it had to be my mom out of all people, but I got bitch slapped. I'm gonna be honest, God forgive me for cussing, but I did. It was a reality check for me that there's a lot of things about me that I need to get right. And after she passed is when I really understood what my assignment really is in this world. And that's honestly is for me to birth a different way than what was given to me, what was given to my mother, and what was given to her mother. Once again, life is not easy. I know it is worth it, but it is not easy. Don't never let nobody make you feel any kind of way for you to really sit there and reflect on your life. Be like, you know what? I don't have it all together. It's a lot of things that I'm harboring that I have not gotten through, and it comes out in different ways. And maybe you're right. It could be through generational curses or just things that I've been through, the trials and tribulations of this world. And maybe, you know what, I do need to get some type of help. And you shouldn't be afraid or ashamed to say I need help. Now, for me, although I do these videos, I really do still struggle with being vulnerable and asking for help. Because if it's left up to me, like I said, I still have that mentality of I'm just going to keep going until my body says, nope, I'm going to sit your behind down because you didn't want to listen, right? You don't want to get this right? You don't want to take care of this, right? Okay, so I'm going to sit your behind down because you ain't listening and you ain't learning. And that's why I'm dealing with the health issues I'm dealing with now. When you harbor so much, it's going to come out. Or it's going to come out to where you're going to blow up on somebody. Like, just a lot of different things. And if you watch this video, I just want to express to you that even if you feel like you're not where you need to be proud that you aren't where you used to be. Celebrate yourself. Make sure you do what you need to do to get this right, to get that right, so you can live a healthy life from the inside out. Go to a therapist if you feel like you have people in your life who are biased and they like to give opinions, and it's the main ones that be your family and your friends that love to tell you about you. Like, you wouldn't even know you, let alone trying to give advice about me. Because your struggles and what you've been through, even if it might be similar, but me and you are two different people. You say potato, I say potato. But if you need to get help from a therapist, do that. Whatever that you need to do that is positive and constructive for you to get yourself together, do what you feel like that you need to do. Don't be around here harboring all that weight on you, because I feel it. That's why you be feeling so damn tired, because you're carrying so much. And that's exactly where I'm at now. I've carried so much for my 31 years of existence that it's taking its toll on me, and I feel it. And like I said, once again, it's been causing issues with my health, and I don't want you to be in a place to where that it gets out of hand. You wish like, damn, like I should have, And another thing, there is no triumph without a trial. Don't ever think that nothing that you've been through in life was in vain. Another thing is, if you've been through a lot of messed up experiences as a child, like as I have, know that it wasn't your fault, and know you didn't deserve it. But we do have to go through the things that we have to go through for us to be better in the end. God knew everything we would go through, before we even born in our mother's womb. And although I used to dwell on why it happened to me, but I understand. Because like I said, ain't no testimony without no test, baby. Love you, appreciate you, do whatever you need to do to get yourself right. And just to understand too, if you're in a rut where you feel like that you're bringing on generational curses, you can change that. You got the power to make things right, to change that. You do. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't. Loving you, yourself. Stay prayed up. And believe that you're going to get to a place in your life where you can look back and be like, you know what? Even if it did break you, it broke you to make you stronger. All right. This has been another episode of Taste Your Thoughts. Signing out. Peace.